Ay,
The return is official.
Oh man,
It's been a minute.
it has been. It's a gloomy day outside too.
Streets missed us. It's definitely horrible weather, man. I don't know. You know, Atlanta got their season where it's the preseason. Like, is it spring? It's not spring. It's still winter.
They said it's supposed to snow again.
I saw. It looked like it was snowing early today when I was outside.
Little flurries and
Yeah,
shit.
shit looked nasty.
All right, you know
Shit was cold too.
It wasn't. Yo, I got in the car. My knee was on fire, though. That shit hurt so bad.
Bro, it snowed 2 different times in the same year.
It did.
I don't know the last time, if that's ever happened. I can remember in Atlanta.
Nah, it's usually been like if it snowed once and then it just be shut down for a little bit because it hasn't melted. But to snow back to back, ooh, Atlanta, they turn that weather machine on.
I'm trying to tell you.
They turn that weather machine on. But we got a lot to get to, you know. Like you said,
Episode
the streets,
58, better left unsaid.
they be missing us.
Yeah, man.
So what you want to get to first, man? Got a lot.
Do we want to start with the hot topic? Do we want to start with, you know what I mean, the minor things?
The minor things is pretty quick, right?
What's minor? What's considered minor, you know?
50 Cent being 50 Cent is minor.
Yeah, speak to it, man. You open up, that's your guy, man. It is.
I mean, you know, listen, man. Somebody said this. 2 people that I wouldn't want to be on the bad side of, Kendrick and 50 Cent. We seen what Kendrick did to that Canadian boy.
We did.
And we see what 50 Cent continues to do to anybody who he does not like, anybody he disagrees with, anybody who just, you know, may have looked at him and didn't say the right word. You know what I'm saying? You used the wrong letter in the sentence. Anything regarding 50 Cent that's not on his side and you agreeing with, he's not going to like it.
He got to be like 40-something.
He got to be 40-something, high 40-something. But either way, there's a few things that happen. Let me go ahead and say it. Rest in peace, Irv Gotti.
Yes, rest in peace to the legend.
Yeah, legend, hip-hop icon. He did a lot for music. He did a lot for New York music.
One of the most impactful, greatest record labels of all time, Murder Inc.
One of the greatest producers. You know, he's done it a lot.
Jay-Z, Ja Rule, Shawn T.
DMX was in that too.
DMX, yeah, man.
So definitely, you know, he rest in peace him. You know, 50 had to put on, you know, if it's up with 50, it's stuck with 50 at this point.
Yeah, man, the beef that never went away, man.
You know what? I was skeptical about, you know, the way he, you know, him even saying that or whatever he presented on his Instagram about Irv Gotti. However, it's a different feel how I feel about Kanye saying fuck Birdie.
Right? So what did 50 Cent say first? Because first of all,
Let me just pull it
Virgil passed away from strokes.
Correct.
Back-to-back stroke. He was on life support. The rumor said he was on life support. Then next thing you know, it's confirmed that he passed away.
Correct.
50 Cent responded by posting, going to Instagram and said we smirking on.
He was smoking on that Gotti pack.
Gotti pack.
Nah, God bless him. LOL.
And said he was just joking. You know what I mean? And
so here's the difference between, I feel like, you know, I don't condone any of that because I feel like somebody passed away. You know, somebody still got a family, you know, all of that. However, I understand.
Loved him. I mean,
somebody did love him, you know, multiple people out here. So the one thing I feel like with 50, that beef was a little bit different because it was like street beef. You know, y'all done been in a bunch of little scuffles. You know, got stabbed by these people. The person that he ran with was the person that supposedly tried to kill him.
yeah.
You know, so I can understand where, like, yo, with you, nah, it's always fuck you. I mean, am I standing on that? No, because I'm not in the streets. But street niggas is different. Those tough niggas is different.
I've heard Rollo say how he met Young Thug. And if anybody's familiar with Rollo's story, he tells his whole life story on YouTube with DJ Vlad from beginning to end. Anybody know?
I've never watched it, but I've heard about it. I just don't know what happened.
Go watch that. You will see how, I don't know how this 20-some-year-old dude became like this kingpin of an entire neighborhood, owns an entire section of Atlanta.
He does.
But he tells the story, and it's unbelievable how ridiculous it is. But anyway, he tells the story. Anybody that got a backstory with Young Thug, they know Young Thug got his name because he really was just in the streets.
A Young Thug.
Running to all these guys, you know what I'm saying? Same thing with Gucci, like they got stories just being in the streets. Rollo said he used to beef with Young Thug's hood. For whatever reason, they've been in shootouts multiple times. He said we was doing that because we was from different sides of Atlanta. And the first time I actually got a chance to talk to Young Thug, we became friends and we close as ever now.
Right.
What's the difference between that and what 50 Cent and Irv Gotti had going on? To the point, because now, mind you, this is 20 plus years removed.
30 years removed.
This Young Thug and Rollo thing was like 3 years removed.
Yeah.
And they still in the same city, in the same circle. This like they not some superstar removed like 50 Cent movie studios. Yeah. These are street dudes.
Correct.
To the point Rollo got locked up.
But say
and then Young Thug got locked
up. Rollo just got out and Thug just got out.
Exactly. So what are we really talking about here?
No. So no.
What are we talking
in that same aspect, in that same instance, I can understand. You know, they had a conversation. 50 is one of those people that don't have conversations. 50 is one of those people that needs therapy. He needs to learn how to talk to people and have a civilized conversation.
So let's take it there. I agree with you. So it's not about the history then. It's about the type of guy he is.
Yeah,
he's a mentally deranged individual.
Well, we know that.
Okay. So,
but no, what I'm saying is, like, you know, I'm just saying, like, I can understand why, if, you know, for instance, the Rollo and the Thug, if they never became cool because of what has happened, I can understand that. But on the other side as well, it's respectable and commendable for two people to kind of put their differences aside and say, hey, what are we really beefing about? Let's end this.
Correct. 50
is not one of those people. And because we know how 50 is, like you said, he's a mentally deranged person. Just kind of chop it up. There's certain things you can't speak on 50. You know, he might see this and might not like what the fuck I say. He might. Actually, you know what, 50, if you do see this thing, you need help.
Yeah, you definitely need some help, my brother.
I mean, because
it's not like it's just Irv. It's anybody. He's still going at it with Rick Ross. I don't know what the fuck he got against Rick Ross. I don't know what their beef is.
I never knew what their beef was.
I don't know either.
But he's going at Rick Ross, which means that in turns he goes in that Big Meech, you know, for having a picture out with him. And then now he puts out the little conversation with him and Lil Meech. And
Jadakiss.
Yeah.
They had an issue because he was with Fat Joe. Listen, man. Your boy 50. It's the reason his rap career is finito. That's what I'll say. Nigga got anger issues. He's a lonely soul, man. He needs some spiritual healing. To the point he even turned on his own son.
He did.
His own flesh and blood.
He did.
And blamed the mama for it.
Yeah.
Blamed the mother that he decided to have a baby with. This is what I'm talking about. This type of dude we dealing with here, man.
I mean, sometimes you gotta blame the baby mother, though. Sometimes when she be on some bullshit.
It can't be everybody else's fault. It's my point. Even when it comes to your flesh and blood, you don't like your son.
All right, outside of that,
like you don't want to work it out with
some
your
of the
son.
other shit. Yeah, I don't. You know what? You said this one time before, and I think about it a lot. How is 50 still here? You know,
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know, we don't wish death upon nobody. I'm just saying the shit that 50 done been in, and everybody he don't win at. I don't understand why nobody ain't just say, "Yo, get him out of here."
Because he got the problem with them. They don't even give a fuck about that.
They don't
They don't worry about it.
They don't.
Rick Ross be minding his business.
Say nothing about 50 Cent, and this nigga 50 be coming out and
like
crazy.
My nigga Rick Ross has made an extremely successful career minding his business.
He has.
Why he keep trying to bring it back to the, like, my nigga, we don't care about that CO shit, man.
At all.
Shit was 20 plus. I don't know when it was, man. We don't care. He makes good music, nigga.
Continue making your shows, man.
And now he don't want to make shows no more. According to the messages that he leaked. Lil Meech.
No, he ain't leaked the message. He posted them shit. That wasn't leaked. He said ain't no BMF.
So,
but Raising Candy come back out.
Whatever, man. It's a show about him. So Lil Meech, man, he texts 50 to defend his father after 50 Cent, for whatever reason, decided to call Meech a rat.
Yeah,
a snitch.
Which
is the most random accusation of all time. Like
ever.
I don't understand that.
50 don't understand why he's saying certain things. I don't think. Let me see if I can find that message. I don't think 50 understands why he says certain things. I think 50 just says whatever just works at a time.
Just saying anything, man. Just calling everybody. He been dissing Jay-Z for God knows how long.
For mad long. Jay ain't saying shit since that.
Dissing P Diddy, like he just a unhappy, just discontent guy. He just wants problems. He doesn't thrive in peace. He don't like the sound of silence.
Have you noticed that anytime it does get too quiet, 50 pops back up with some shit? This nigga beef with Floyd Mayweather.
So at what point do people stop celebrating this guy? Like we did with Kanye, the real GOAT, a much more accomplished person in the industry. Mm-hmm. They turned on him We ignoring him, man. Fuck all that. He's just tripping. He's crazy. At what point does 50 Cent get that same treatment? Let's be honest about that. Because we let a lot slide with 50.
You know what? I heard something the other day, right? Somebody on Instagram, you know, one of the people that be doing a little fucking, like, saying some shit.
Yes.
And pretty much they said with every other culture race outside of the black people, they kind of, if you're being, for lack of a better word, the hoodlum, the ratchet person, they push you up. They don't allow that in. With the black culture, we enjoy, we accept, we bring that ratchetness in here.
Promote it. Yeah.
We promote it. And I think that's what's going on with the difference between the 50 and the Kanye. The Kanye is, you know, you're not doing the ratchet hood thing. You're out here talking about Nazis and all that other shit. So it's like, hey, get him out of there. He's talking bigger than a lot. Like, his earlier rants was about going against the man and all that shit. And everybody's kind of like, nobody can kind of equate themselves to that or be involved with that part. They don't know it enough. It's bigger than that. So they don't see it. And so I think everybody's like, all right, Kanye's out here on another rant. Where according to, opposed to 50 Cent, he's doing a bunch of nigger shit. You know, the beef, the street beefs. That still staying in the street beef is what niggas want to be like. And I feel like that's what people kind of gravitate towards.
That's actually what Kanye kind of tweeted about. Some of them tweets, he was like, we could say, we can kill everybody in the world. We can fuck every bitch and not raise kids and promote that. They be the greatest. But as soon as we say something about certain demographics, then all of a sudden, we done. We cancel, you know what I'm saying? Get them out of here. Which, I mean, that's just a riddle of some gems. He get the rest of that crazy shit.
He'd be off the shit. But yeah, so yeah.
That's a good point, yeah.
And so I think that's what it is. You know, you kind of, everybody now looks at this 50 Cent shit as entertaining. Rather than saying like, yo, something's wrong with him. Something that needs to stop promoting that shit. You know, you look at this as entertaining, so then you go watch his show. You go see, oh, this is whatever he puts out is this. You know, you look at, for instance, when, you know, a few years ago when him got into it, he seen gunplay out there, they fighting. You know, promote, oh, 50 still da-da-da. It's like,
still tough.
It's like, all right, buddy.
It's like, it's a lot of people from the hood that's successful that ain't moving like that, bro. Y'all gotta stop with that excuse. Promoting that bullshit, but hey.
So I mean, I think that's what it is, and that's what people promote.
I mean, I just think it's time for him to get that same treatment, man. So yeah, come on, that's all I'm saying. It's shit corny. It's corny.
I don't disagree. At a certain point in time, at first, I'll be honest, I was one of those people. I was like, oh, 50 standing on it, cool. But after a while, when it comes to like you 10 plus years still, 20 years still doing this shit, now only thing you got is social media now, and you just happen to not rap. It's like, all right.
Grandkids, and you know what I mean, you're not even in that world. You've been removed from the streets.
Highly removed. Like, you make money, bro. You make a lot of fucking money that people dream of making, trying to go to their 9 to 5s.
Hey man, that's your man's, man. Rest in peace to Herb Gotti.
Yeah.
You want to get into the Kanye tweets you said?
That's your man. you can't Kanye tweets though.
Yeah. Kanye, yeah, man.
Kanye's
he been speaking his mind lately, man.
Very much so.
He.
Alright.
Yeah.
Twitter's a wild ass place. I pulled up Kanye West and he just showed some other shit.
He been posting a bunch of porn links, man.
Hold on. Alright, so I'm not tripping. That's
yeah. Well, he was.
Okay.
He been shouting out Hitler, you know what I mean, dissing, you know what I'm saying, the demographic that Hitler was against.
T-shirt with a swastika.
Yeah, Adolf Hitler selling swastika shirts, supporting P. Diddy, and saying they left them out to dry, you know what I'm saying, we not protecting our people, our own. Shouted out Chris Brown. Basically, anybody involved in some controversy, he decided to include in his rants as support, and anybody that was not on that side, he decided to diss him, you know what I'm saying? So, fuck Virgil. I don't know if we ever got an explanation on that, but he's had some type of energy towards Virgil for years. They worked together, they came up together. Virgil got the position that Louis Vuitton that we all know Kanye wanted because he came with the shoes first and all that years ago. Jealousy, whatever you want to call it. Virgil did a great job. I mean,
he did.
It was amazing, great cultural influence.
I agree.
It just looked like he wants some attention. He looked like he's doing what his normal thing is when
he got something to release. You got to roll out. This is rollout.
Maybe not. Maybe he just doesn't like that somebody else is getting to be in the center of attention, man. He's not the biggest thing in rap like he used to. He used to be. You know what I'm saying? The world don't stop for him no more like he used to.
I'm going to push the little Nazi shit to the back because, I mean, I think we all can agree like that shit's wild. But how'd you feel about like the whole support of like Diddy part? Especially after seeing like, cause of course it could have been up in the air for a long time, but after seeing the video, the Cassie video, even though he's not on trial for that, I feel like that's like a domino effect of everything that's going on besides the whole Diageo shit with the liquor. Cause he did say fuck them too.
I'm finna say, so I think when it comes to that, I think it's clear that Diddy has some psychological issues, and he was clearly abusive, even down to the TV show. He was doing some shit, talking to people, like, okay, something off with this nigga.
Yeah, out of pocket.
He got a history of that. He wasn't charged with that though.
Correct. Okay.
So that's the difference when it comes to like. Because even when like the people coming out and start speaking about it, they're not speaking about him doing some sex trafficking. Like you hear like gay shit.
Yeah. You hear that part, and you hear like the aggressive and abusive.
Aggressive abuse. Now I heard people sprinkling underage here or there, but nobody's painting him like a R. Kelly that I've heard.
At all. I haven't heard that either.
You know what I'm saying? This is real hard, concrete evidence of the R. Kelly shit. Like the Diddy thing is like I feel like that case didn't really align with what we know from him.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Like we've heard him being gay, and you know what I'm saying, the drug thing, cool.
Yep.
But little kids, I don't know about that one. But right. So he's charged with sex trafficking and all this. I think Kanye is probably speaking more to the fact that this dude is being piled on and counseled. In the same way he was. And it may not all the way be true.
Okay.
So I feel like Kanye knows he's crazy. Kanye does crazy things. But is it crazy to the extent that y'all going to punish me for not being able to see my kids? Y'all going to cancel my deal? Y'all don't want me around in no aspect of the industry when there's other people that have evidence of actually doing crimes that are still doing well and still supported and all these things. That's what I think his angle is.
I can see that too because, in that same aspect when you say, the Chris Brown part, right?
Right.
Chris Brown is still able to make a living, but he don't get invited to the Grammys. Nope. He can't do a Super Bowl. He don't get that big recognition that we should probably give him, for being the entertainer that he is.
Facts.
So I can understand that part. So, because I mean, in all honesty, can we say what Kanye actually did wrong? I mean, he has no crimes against him. If anything, it's just about the way he speaks and him speaking out.
Yeah.
I mean, we can all say, all right, Kanye's another, just whatever. But, I mean, outside of that, we can't take away that Kanye's a musical genius, a genius in general when it comes to being creative and just, in all aspects of, like, I'll just say in the hip-hop world of, from music to clothing to the shoes to everything that he's encapsulated.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we can't take that away. I feel like that's where one of those things where I kind of like certain things I separate music and artists.
Okay.
Because sometimes those things don't align. Like I can understand when some people say like, "Hey, I don't listen to R. Kelly because that music aligned with what he did."
Yeah.
You make an age, but ain't nothing but a number. That's kind of wild.
Yeah.
But Kanye ain't really do nothing that was out of pocket to where he's now in the music doing the same thing. If anything, Kanye's always talking about a porn addiction, but...
Right, and that was going to be my next point, because at the end of the day, one thing that has been consistent with Kanye is that he's been promoting being a married, loving husband and a loving father. And that's the complete opposite of what the fuck a lot of us in our community have been pushing.
Yeah, of course.
When it comes to broken homes, broken families, fuck baby mamas and all that shit. It's never been his message, you know what I'm saying? So
at all.
At some point,
we do. He's just a horny nigga, though.
Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I think it's definitely. I think he probably just focused on Diddy because it was controversial. He can relate to it at some aspects of the shit. You know what I mean?
I think it's like what is it called? Like that. He's like baiting people.
Yeah,
almost. So,
trying to rage bait.
Yeah, rage bait. Yeah, so because you got to find something that everybody's gonna kind of care about, react to. Like you said, the Diddy shit. Fortunately, our communities, that's what we kind of that we go towards. So we're gonna, the Diddy. Oh, you talking about Chris Brown? Oh, you talking about the Virgil? Wow. So now, all right, cool. Well, I'm not getting the same reaction from this other group of people. Now let me say this other wild shit, so I can get a reaction from them. And so I mean, that's what it looks like.
I mean,
I mean, unless that's what really feeling, then I feel like that's a little wild for the Adolf Hitler shit. It's kind of crazy.
I mean, he clearly just doing that because that group, you can't say shit about him.
Yeah, you can't
never been able to say they got so much power and he got so much experience. That's the thing, bro. When you get to that type of money, you start dating a Kardashian, you have so much experience around it. Yeah. You're speaking from first-hand experiences to see, no, these niggas really moving like that. This is a real thing type shit. So, I mean, that was the whole thing with Drake and him being, you know what I'm saying, half this and half that.
Yeah.
He has the best of both worlds. He got all these connections. So that's why it looks like everybody is against him when he's losing, because he had everybody working for him when he was winning or working with him. He had all the connections in the world. He was able to do anything. Goddamn Toronto Raptors ambassador. Yep. Nigga hosting the fucking
All-Star games and shit.
All-Star games. You doing tours. You doing everything.
You got a Jordan collab.
The Nike.
He's doing his OVO brand is doing shit with the NBA and the NFL still. They just released the NFL jacket before. They did the fucking NBA joint. Even though that Knicks jacket is hard and that Jets jacket is hard. Yeah, I just can't. I don't think I could wear some with an owl on it right now.
Nah, you used to rock with Drake, right?
Yeah, so you ain't never like Drake? Lie again.
Not me.
Yeah, you can lie again, though. We've seen your playlist before. You play a lot of him.
From the South, man. We are very
very
segregated,
nigga. All your people,
segregation.
All your peoples love Drake.
Segregation.
All your people love Drake.
We've been to Atlanta, number of black people around this motherfucker, ain't
I don't know. I see a lot.
We don't accept none of that mix, none of that white. I'm just telling you what it is.
Over here, dog.
How come our people come from the north to the south like, damn, all these niggas?
It's mad.
All right, so what we talking about?
I see a lot of
y'all
teams
niggas be
taking over the
mixing and
shit
matching
too.
up there. That's why y'all streets fucked up. Yeah, that's why y'all just not getting trash cans, nigga. That's getting taxed to drive through the city, man. Stop mixing and matching shit. Keep them Puerto Ricans with the Puerto Ricans. These niggas be prideful too.
They do.
They
do.
They want to be with the Puerto Ricans, right?
Facts. Same with the Dominicans. They
hate
the gold black, dog.
I hate them.
Nigga, shit on country hate.
Stop mixing shit all the time, man. It's y'all problem. It's okay to acknowledge we can go, you know what I mean, for a little bit, go back. If you love them. But love that shit over there with the mix section, man. If you mixed over the mixies.
What you trying to say?
I just told you I'm trying to. I'm in the south of the segregation, nigga. Yeah, get Drake the fuck out of here, man. That's what Kendrick told me. I don't like when you say nigga.
I agree with that. I agree.
That's what I'm saying. You might be from somewhere else, man. Y'all do that mixing. Canadian, they hella mixed over there. I don't know what they doing in Canadian.
I don't know either. I don't like the way they talk either. I don't like the way they talk. But I mean, if you want to talk about Drake.
What about? Oh, let's take a quick commercial break before we get to Drake, man.
You know what I'm saying?
You want to talk about what you want to talk about, man?
I'm saying, there's a few things. I want to talk about how corny he is. First of all, let's start with that. He's on tour in Australia.
Yes, he is.
He came out. I mean, I may exclude all the pictures that niggas been showing about the way he been dressing.
Yes.
That shit look crazy.
With the bullet holes. And
No. I wasn't talking about that, but now I'm gonna get to that bullet holes. I'm talking about the other bit. I'm talking about the regular shit where they be seeing him outside in Australia and that nigga wearing some
cowboy boots and shit.
Yeah, looking. Yeah, he look like he's depressed, but
he does.
He came out to his show.
Yes.
With bullet holes in his hoodie and smoke coming out of it.
Yes. Over My Dead Body playing the classic from
that which was a classic.
Take Care.
That right there ruined that classic.
What did you take from? What do you think the message was trying to be said?
The message was, I got shot, but I survived. You know what I'm saying? Niggas thought I was done. I'm not done. That's what I got. I mean, because even in one of the songs, the 21 song, and on his part, he said, "Beef is live. I survived." That nigga corny, dog. That nigga corny. You ain't been in no real war, nigga. You ain't getting shot for real. Like, you don't know how to take an L and just take an L.
I mean,
it's like,
I'm gonna take the other side. I'm gonna take the other side on this one. We know he's corny, right?
Okay.
Was that not real war?
For who?
For both them niggas.
No, it wasn't real fucking war, nigga. It was rap battles, nigga.
That's not one and the same thing. When
No,
you talk
it's
about
not,
your
nigga.
reputation.
No. Niggas
You
wasn't
talk
out.
about,
No, niggas wasn't out in the street getting shot up.
Somebody
nigga.
did get shot during that. I'm not saying that was a result of that.
Okay, alright, somebody did get shot.
I'm not saying it was a
okay.
result of that. I'm just saying somebody was outside getting shot.
Okay.
And he had more than one beef going on. So it's like, I'm not putting that in that Kendrick thing.
Okay.
He had beef with the Weeknd and all them niggas.
Yeah, the Weeknd might have sent some hitters over there.
I don't know. They from Canada, so they might have more, you know what I mean,
what I'm saying?
issues than we know about. That was real war. Affecting my livelihood is real war. And the way Kendrick has been behaving, if those two entourages come across each other, what are we to think is going to happen?
Somebody gonna get.
Is my point exactly.
All right.
My point exactly.
However, I feel like real war is when the actual two combatants are really dealing with street level, not even street level things. It don't have to be street level things. But if I'm face to face with you, this is just rap. We out here rapping. Kendrick said it a few times. We just rapping.
Yeah, that's what he's supposed to say. He's from the West Coast where that's how they talk.
He also from the West Coast where that shit, where real war happened right outside your front door.
He don't talk about it.
Oh nah, you watch battle rap, nigga. Them niggas, Geechee Gotti and them niggas, they talk about it, nigga.
Geechee Gotti is not Kendrick, nigga. He's a battle rapper.
The game talk about it.
Yeah, he ain't Kendrick, nigga. He's the game, nigga. In the past tense, man.
Schoolboy Q talk about it.
When?
J-Rock talk about it.
When?
And all they raps.
Nigga. Kendrick ain't no public speaker, man. The rest of them niggas, they not Kendrick, man. We talking about Mr. Superboy, Mr. Morale, man, the big stepper, nigga. Watch your mouth about Kendrick. Don't put him in the rest of them conversations. It ain't just the West. It ain't just LA. He's a global with this shit, correct?
I don't disagree with you.
So what we talking about, man? We can't talk about how we been cooking this nigga, how we been hating his guts for the last 15 years.
He has been hating his guts.
Because I went on tour with him, I saw this nigga was a bitch.
So again, you ain't survived no. You. Hey, listen. Somebody don't like you. It's okay.
Nah, it's more than that.
Nah, somebody don't like you.
He tried to destroy him completely, man. No, he did destroy him.
Yes, get that nigga the fuck out of here. Send his ass to Australia. Send him where your colored people will be able to get along with you.
Nigga, that was war, man. Stop it. Stop it. What Nas did to Jay-Z, where he had to take it the furthest of all time to the point he had to go on a radio station and apologize because his feelings got hurt that Nas cooked him.
That's kind of funny.
Did he? Is that what happened?
That's kind of funny.
Slow cooked that nigga with ether.
Them niggas, they was doing some street shit too.
He ain't nobody no street shit. No,
Niggas doing some street shit, man.
Jay-Z got his feelings hurt because he know he can't out-rap the nigga and tried to get more disrespectful like it was battle rap. That shit don't work, Arsenal. Get your ass out of here when Lux walk in the building, nigga. You're cooked. This shit don't work, man. You can't rap with him. It's cool.
Oh, you got to get disrespectful.
Bro, nigga on the Summer Jam stage. Now listen, man. That's war.
No. I was trying to get a fucking character of Jay-Z and hang him.
Yes, nigga. You got to try to get disrespectful. I'ma cook you.
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with the disrespect, man. Until we go into the streets, I feel like it's straight. It's part of the sport.
It's one and the same thing, man.
If a nigga trying to,
if I'm a superstar, goddamn A-list actor, and I get a beef with one of the producers of the series, and they try to get me kicked off, that's real war. This is my livelihood. This is how I make my money. This is my brand. You fucking up the rest of my life. It ain't just physical. That's gonna correspond to your lifestyle, right?
I mean,
I'm just
fair enough because that nigga Drake does look depressed.
Okay, then.
He looks
so
like
we're talking about he
like
can't even move in America the same way.
No, we don't want him here.
That's my point. Who made it like that? Who made it tense for the nigga, man?
Well, started with Joe Budden.
They on TV calling him a pedophile. What we doing?
I mean, hey, that's what you get.
I'm agreeing. That's what I'm saying. It's real war.
But I don't want you to come out here like, you know what I'm saying, like, yo, I need you to take your L and just keep it moving.
Nah.
Come out there with the bullet hole hoodie.
That's part of his shit.
No, it's not, dog.
He don't know how to not be relevant.
Okay, do that shit in America and see how far that gets.
He don't know how to not be relevant. That's why he did that over there. He's trying to experiment and figure out how I can still
this is why this nigga bringing out them love songs, nigga. That's what you need to do. You should.
That's another thing. See, he just tried 3-4 different things. He tried to get tough again. He tried to no face. He tried to call Young Thug. He tried to call 21. He tried to call Lotto. Them shits ain't stick, correct? Them shits ain't stick. He even tried to flip Kendrick's popular series. Didn't he do that? He tried to flip Part 6, right? He did that first.
He did.
All right, that shit didn't work. So let's try this. Let's try Plan B. I'ma sue this nigga. I'm trying everything to make sure I win.
He didn't want that shit to be played at the Super Bowl.
That's my point.
And that shit got played at the Super Bowl.
That's my point. I'm suing. And now I'm taking the tour because I'm not going to be here when they do that bullshit.
Nah.
Fuck. Oh, the Grammys coming up now. This nigga high-fiving. Oh, damn, Universal. Listen, man. I'm trying any and everything.
All right, so my thing. All right. So with that being said, why this nigga posting? Why he always go to the women?
What you mean?
Why he always go to the women? Why he just post Lucian Grain's daughter-in-law? Why you don't?
Didn't Joe Budden say some shit about him too? Because
Joe.
What did he say, man?
Joe Budden. He didn't write anything. He said it. He said I'm not going. He said.
Oh, what did he say?
Joe Budden said. He said, nigga, don't. He said, I'm not about to double back to you, dog. He was like, you lost already. Go back to them 99 niggas that jumped you.
Let me see.
I could pull it up. Joe Budden said, I'm not about to do this back and forth with you, dog.
And Joe Budden cooked him too.
He did.
When he dropped them diss songs too. Okay.
I mean, I think everybody besides Meek kind of cooked him. Besides Meek, I think everybody cooked him. Joe Budden said, don't shoot back at... This is Joe Budden.
Okay, go ahead.
Don't shoot back at me now that you ice cold. I'm not doing a back and forth with a corpse. 99 niggas done jumped on your ass and you out here smoking hookah in turquoise boots. Don't post me.
Listen, man.
Is that not funny?
That shit is hilarious.
That's hilarious, man. I just feel like, niggas don't know how to lose. Niggas out here acting like bitches.
You talking about somebody that has been winning for 15 years. You talking about nobody in the history of hip-hop has gotten more passes for some of the bullshit he's been exposed for doing. Nobody.
All right, can we let's run down a list of like some of the bullshit besides some like we can start with him getting peed on early in his career, but that's different.
Got exposed for getting peed on.
Mm-hmm.
Got exposed for having a ghostwriter.
Mm-hmm.
Got exposed for claiming he wrote Mob Ties, which is supposed to be a response to Pusha T, where he was in his bag and had to go into war mode.
Mm-hmm.
That was boring, nigga. You heard the fast rapping ass nigga.
We did.
What else he did? He got exposed for doing blackface, nigga. Huh?
Okay. Oh wait, hold on, wait. Let's get another exposure. He ran instead of going back and forth with Pusha T. He ran to
the shop with LeBron.
He ran to the shop with LeBron and them and said, "Hey man, he went too far talking about my friend."
Come on, man. How many more chances can he get, man?
What's the nigga in Houston? What's that nigga name in Houston that be doing all
Jay Prince.
Jay Prince, he ran to him to get his stop.
We done let the nigga slide off for kissing that 17-year-old on
stage. Didn't they say supposedly she said her age?
Yes, the whole video. That shit came out years ago too. I remember. That's what I'm saying. We done let shit slide because niggas like his music.
Right.
So what we talking about?
Right.
You talking about somebody that had all this for the last 15 years and still was able to be selling out. Number one, it ain't because he just so talented making all the hits in the world. He was the face of streaming. Of course you want the face of streaming to have the most numbers when you switch from buying shit physical to going digital. That way we don't own shit no goddamn more. So you give him the greatest deal of all time and make it seem like he's breaking all these Michael Jackson numbers
Beatles records and all
Beatles shit. Nigga, it's fake numbers. Anybody can goddamn fidge the numbers, nigga. Weeknd was projected to do 350. Next thing you know, the shit 450.
Yeah.
Come on, and that's your man's. You know that was some bullshit.
He should do 450, but I mean, that's a different story.
Kendrick cooking that nigga with them numbers. He's still number one after the week. And Weeknd's supposed to be the biggest artist in the world at this point.
Kendrick fidgeting those numbers too. That's what they said.
It's possible. It's possible. My point is, if the Weeknd's supposed to be the biggest artist in the world, it don't matter what the fuck happened in the last week or two. You supposed to do more than 450.
Niggas ain't even doing 450 nowadays.
That's my point.
Niggas ain't doing 450.
Niggas ain't budging them numbers no more.
Yeah.
Niggas is not budging numbers. It's a wonder Kanye went number one.
But his number one was like what, 200?
I'm talking about the number one song in the country with Carnival.
Yeah, Carnival. Yeah,
it's a wonder that happened.
Yeah,
because niggas ain't tweaking numbers no more, man.
But here's my thing, right? You're right. He obviously don't know how to not be relevant. Because to me, like, take the L and go sit in the house for a minute. Go silent.
That's what any wise person would do.
Go silent, nigga.
If you really that dude and you that dominant, people will miss you.
Because to me, like, you know what I don't like? I don't like how they put Kendrick in this box. Like, oh, if it wasn't for Drake, he wouldn't be this. Da da da. Kendrick has put out numbers. Kendrick has sold albums. Kendrick sell out tours. Kendrick's a huge artist. He just not forefront like everyone else. He just don't get on social media and just do a bunch of that shit. So, all we got is the music.
That's kind of the point I'm making. Drake's whole career is based off relevance.
Yeah,
so.
but I was about to say, if I'm Kendrick, I wouldn't want to make it about Drake, but I might diss you again. I might diss you again because you want to do that. You want to do that goofy shit. Now I gotta double down and diss you again.
Well, he did. He dissed him on the biggest possible stage, and he did it in the most beautifully poetic way possible.
Before we get into that, right? Drake and Party Next Door.
Yes.
They announced it however long ago that they were bringing out an album.
Yes, some sexy songs for you on Valentine's Day.
On Valentine's Day.
Yes.
Thoughts? Wait, you like Party Next Door, right?
I do.
I like Party Next Door as well.
I do like Party Next Door.
We like Drake's girl songs.
I like some of them. Yeah.
Some of them, yeah. Like, I'm talking about like throwback Drake girl songs, like the So Far Gone, the Take Care Drakes, the Nothing Those joints. But do you have any expectations, thoughts of what the sound's gonna be like, or what you like, or if it's gonna be good or not?
I don't expect it to be good, but not because of Drake. Just because I heard Party Next Door last album. Party Next Door has been on the decline for like 10 years now.
But the last album was better than the other few albums that he had put out before that.
Which isn't saying much.
Because I think Party's last good album was his first album. Maybe even you want to give that second one. The second one was cool. But his only good album was the first one. Then everything else after that has been very subpar. And I felt like this last one was a little above subpar. But it's nowhere near close to the first one.
I liked 2 songs off the last album.
Ooh.
It didn't sell very well, but Party Next Door is not a superstar.
He's not gonna sell.
A nigga came out with the same trajectory as the Weeknd.
He did.
Weeknd smoked the nigga
immediately.
Now I ain't trying to diss him. I'm just saying he's not a great singer.
Oh, he's terrible.
The mixing and mastering shit be wishy washy with him.
Like how what's your boy like Brent and that whole squad.
Yeah, that whole like muffled, echoey, reverb shit. Everybody don't like that shit, you know what I'm saying?
You're right.
So let's say Drake does come out and kill it. My nigga, it's gonna be hard to overpower the stage that Party Next Door is at right now. That's what I would say. Just like the same way that Kendrick and SZA so hot right now, it's gonna be hard for them to put out something that somebody does not like. It's just a momentum thing. It's a timing thing. Because
even like we spoke about the Kendrick and SZA during the 30 for 30.
Yeah. A horrible song in my opinion. People love that shit.
People love it, but I mean, I think that's where.
I think that's a good song.
But I see that's where I can get to the point of that moment of just like, But I feel like what might happen is that if Drake does, get back into that bag where people liked him for that type of music, it might do okay. Because there are Party fans, and I think if Party doesn't overshadow or doesn't overtake this album, even though he's going to just because it's a Party album featuring Drake, it's gonna be tough to see. Because I'm concerned. I really want to know if Drake is gonna throw in what was that album? Honestly, Never Mind, where he had all them dance joints and then he threw in that Jimmy Cooks. I wonder if he's gonna do one of them shits and try to get his get back on that.
I just think it's a bad time, man. I really don't think it matters. I think it hasn't been long enough for people to even Like, nobody asked for this album. That's the first thing. Nobody asked for this project.
Okay, yeah.
Nobody has asked for this project. And when we was asking for it, you refused to give it to people.
Yeah, when you first announced it, niggas was like, all right, cool, bring it out. And you didn't bring it up.
You know what I'm saying? So now it's like a here nigga damn type of moment, but it's like, nobody, I don't want that shit no more.
Right. If you were to like ask Drake, not you personally, but if you know what I'm saying, if you know Drake was to put out some music, what would you personally like? If you wanted to hear it, what would you want to hear from Drake?
I don't want to hear anything from Drake. That's the thing right now. I don't want nothing from Drake right now.
No, I'm just saying, but him as
I don't want to hear nothing, nigga. I don't want to hear it.
That's not the
I don't want you leave.
God damn it.
Leave for a little bit, man. Just like I don't want nothing from Kanye right now. Like I love your music. I need a break. Future, I need a break, man. Some of you niggas, give us a break.
If Future come out with another fucking mixtape again, I swear.
Like sometimes, listen, man. I love Snowfall. The shit should have ended after season 3 with that bullshit storylines they start putting up. Shit only get worse. It came kind of strong in the last season, but it's not enough, nigga. You done fucked up a classic. Ozark ended when it was supposed to end.
Yeah.
That's my point, man. Sometimes you can come back, you can do a reboot, a spinoff. 10 years later, man. I want the story to be the story. I want Drake's music to be what it was when you was in that place. You're not in that headspace. There's nothing you can do for me right now that I'm going to appreciate.
Right. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I want more music from Kendrick. That's the mode I'm in. I like the space he's in.
Okay.
I like the aggressive, direct, I don't give a fuck, no filter Kendrick no more.
Yeah.
And I'm making the shit I like for my city.
Yeah. Okay, I agree.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta be in that bag. It's Future in 2015.
Right.
It's Thug with the gold teeth, rich homie. Like it's just different. You gotta be. It's a moment. It's a zone type shit. It's the 81 goddamn Kobe. Nigga was dropping 40 every goddamn game.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
It ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? You can't just do it out of nowhere.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. And I think especially when you mention like the Kanye and Drake, the position y'all at and what's going on in the world, y'all just don't need to.
Exactly.
What you saying, Kanye, you don't need to drop no music. Drake, what you got going on, just go be quiet. Even if he just, because obviously he can, but even if he just went away for a full year, because obviously this nigga know how to not put out music. If he went out quiet, don't know performance, no nothing for a full year, niggas would be more like, oh, okay, well, new Drake's coming out.
Yes.
Oh, shit, finally. It'll be one of those things just because of how big Drake has been over the past, like you said, 15 plus years, damn near 2 decades. It's like, all right, nigga. Now we expect. Now you just keep putting out music, and it's like, yo, we never got a break, so now everybody's just gonna continue to shit on you. Exactly. Actually, I think whatever this album does, they're gonna shit on it.
And they're gonna just look for a reason to dislike it, even if it is good. That's you just, bro. It's a timing thing where you gotta read the momentum, the situation you in, man. That's my opinion on it. I don't want no music from Drake. I think it would do him good if he does take some time. That's what I said.
Listening to fucking Joe Budden podcast and shit, they were saying like maybe it's better for him not to take time and go on tour because everything that's going on. Cause
I mean, he can still tour. I'm just talking about new music.
New music out, yeah. Because that nigga do look depressed. He might need to get out the house. And Canada is about to be snowy and gloomy for a little while. I don't think you want to be in there with all that gray skies out there. So
he's on the verge of a crash out if people don't already consider what he been doing a crash out, because a lot of people could.
I consider what he been doing as a crash out for rap standards, and like how, you know, when you go into like when we watch people do rap battles and back and forth in the beef, I put that on the crash out level.
Yeah.
So
I agree. I think it's all bad for him right now. I think the best you could do for me is just take some time off, and I think that's some bullshit that you just now giving Party a look this big after all these years when he's been the one writing half these fucking hit songs
and them hooks for you and doing all that shit. Yeah,
and
so
that career never took off like it's supposed to. Overweight and shit.
I agree. I agree. Yeah, that nigga
obese as shit.
Yeah, how you doing, Cook? And you still fat though. That shit don't work.
Nah.
But I mean, speaking of, you know, Party's old competition who, you know what I'm saying, kicked that nigga ass. Yeah. The Weeknd did just drop a new album.
He did. Hurry up tomorrow. Yeah, that's your favorite guy, man. Go speak to it.
I think it's a great album.
Okay.
I think it's a great album. I think he's me and you had a conversation, and you know, you looked at this last trilogy, which was After Hours, Dawn FM, and now Hurry Up Tomorrow.
Correct.
He's supposed to be killing the Weeknd off and coming back as Abel.
Look forward to that.
I do look forward to that. I do hope it's more towards that early Weeknd sound. More, like on this album, I heard, of course, he's still kind of doing the pop, but I did hear more R&B sounds or more of that early House of Balloons kind of sound a little bit. So I do look forward to that. I appreciated that. I personally I told you my songs. I like the dark shit. I like the druggy shit. Oh yeah, them niggas just
I told you about that.
That nigga kicking ass. That nigga kicking ass. But I mean, this nigga just did that shit. Come on, dog.
That shit been up there the whole time. Yeah. This is a classic. Though.
Yeah, I mean that Bad Bunny shit. But yeah, so the Weeknd album, I think it's a great album. I like how he ended it off. I was unsure.
And he must be hating, but he's still going strong too.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, but the two songs that I heard outside of the album, 2 singles, Timeless and Sao Paulo.
Yeah, I was disappointed in both of them, but
I was initially until I heard them in the album. Now, Timeless, I'm still not the biggest fan of.
I like that song.
Timeless, I'm still not the biggest fan of. I just don't like Playboy Cardi, and I don't like the production of that song. It doesn't fit well.
Okay.
But I'm not mad at it in the form of with the album. That's how I feel about Sao Paulo. I'm actually okay with it right where it falls in that album. I do think the song is a little longer for me.
It is.
It's too long for me, but I'm okay with it now. But hearing it as a single, I'm just like, But the Timeless one, I think he could have kept, or at least kept Playboy Cardi off of it.
I agree, but I mean that has been up to this point the most successful song.
It has. It's been a big song.
And I think that's just smart business.
Yeah.
With Playboy Cardi, I don't know how he got this superstardom, but he is a superstar.
Yeah, and he's hot as fish grease at this point, though. Anything that he touches is looking as great, and I'm not a fan. And
I fuck with Playboy Cardi. I think he's cool. He got some real cool factor to him, and I think he makes decent music that gets hot and he don't even release it. So I think that's a different type of.
I think that part about him. I agree with that. It's stardom. If you don't have to release your music and that shit's just buzzing forever. Mm-hmm. Niggas is still waiting for a Playboy Cardi album for the last 5 years or whatever that shit is. However, I'm actually really disappointed that he's going on tour with The Weeknd. Just even based off that Grammy performance, as The Weeknd's part was great, and then you see Playboy Cardi up there, and his mic's not even on.
Needed that nigga to sell them stadiums.
I don't know about that.
He needed that nigga for the numbers, man. He can't do it without the GOAT.
I don't know.
Young Cardi.
That's crazy, though. That's
Cardi, man.
That's crazy that you would say that.
That nigga's on everybody's album
He
now.
is.
Everybody's album.
He is.
He the new go-to guy, man.
He the new Travis Scott?
Yeah.
He new Travis Scott?
Just stop playing with Cardi. Respect on that nigga, man. He's him.
I don't like that nigga.
He's him.
Yeah. And I don't want to hear Travis Scott ever again.
Okay.
I don't want to hear Travis Scott again.
Alright, the Weeknd album, man, I thought it was very good on first list. Sounds amazing.
Spent a lot of money on that album.
It was a little long. It was a bit long for my taste. I do think he could have condensed it. Some of the songs, it was like elements of every part of Weeknd's career. So it was some pop shit. It was some dark stuff. It was him doing the upbeat kind of sing rappy shit. Mm-hmm. It was cool. I don't think it's anything that's going to cement him as the greatest when we start getting into that conversation, because now he is in that upper echelon of it's not just he's hot, he's all time.
Right.
I think the last 2 projects, this and Don FM, were a little underwhelming for his standard. Especially because, again, I'm gonna bring this up. After Hours was the biggest moment of his career.
It was huge. It was ridiculous.
From every single intentional detail to the rollout, to the way he was showing up to award shows, the swollen
face. He did the Super Bowl that way.
And for the music to sound that good, even the leading single being some shit we never heard him do, the Heartless.
Yeah, the Heartless and then Blinding Lights was the other one.
Blinding Lights was the biggest song of that, all time.
Yeah.
Point. I think I'm still looking for that next level. So when The Weeknd first dropped, so this is the way I judge The Weeknd, man.
Okay, I'm listening. So I've been listening since it came out in 2011 when he first dropped. So yeah.
House of Balloons was this new crazy sound we never heard a day in our life, right? Amazing.
It was great.
Phenomenal.
Fantastic.
That set the tone for greatness for me, right? We go into Thursday, which is just more greatness. Not quite House of Balloons, but some people like it more.
I personally like it more. I like the sound of it.
Right. It wasn't a downgrade in terms of like, no, he's still that guy. You know what I'm saying? It's greatness. Then you get into Echoes of Silence, which was a lot of people's least favorite of that trio.
Yeah, it was.
But you still get shit like Same Old Song, You Just Want Me Cause I'm Next,
Yeah.
EXO, the whole, that shit was amazing. He started playing with his voice and shit.
Yeah, that shit was great.
And you get the preview of where his career is gonna go, because that's when he started doing some Michael Jackson shit with the Dirty Diana, right?
That told me a lot.
Yes.
Because outside of being on mixtapes, when he was able to drop the trilogy and actually still have that cleared,
correct.
That said a lot to me. Because I mean, I think the trilogy dropped right after.
Yeah, it did.
After
officially,
Kissland.
they put it in the store. I remember that shit being in Target and everything. But
Yeah.
So that told me a lot once he did that, because now it's like, oh, I'm trying to be a pop star. I'm not just trying to be this mysterious underground dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be with Frank Ocean now. Then you start getting into super pop Weeknd. When I say super pop, I mean Kissland. Well, it's not super pop.
Kissland was super pop, and that one wasn't even super pop, but even Beauty Behind the Madness. And which I think that was one of his like.
That's true.
That album was received like up and down. I think it wasn't right until like that was kind of his mid album where there was some songs in there, and then there was others like Can't Feel My Face was on that joint great. Often, The Hills was huge.
So yeah, you're right. He was still kind of his dark mystique phase. Because Earned It with the 50 Shades of Grey took him into
and then Can't Feel My Face won him the fucking Nickelodeon award type shit. Yeah. So. But
and then Starboy, you get a super pop era, and that's when like the drugs get a little bit more lively than they are downers. You know what I'm saying, when it come to him. So My Dear Melancholy, that's when he broke up with his ex. You know what I'm saying? She clanked his ass.
And that nigga was hurt.
He was hurt.
Was that Bella Hadid joint?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he was definitely hurt about that.
So at this point, we got a superstar where the music for the original fans is not really the same, but you still fuck with him because they still make good music, but you got a whole new audience eyes on him.
Before you say that, I think as being like one of the early day one fans, he still has the elements of still talking about the same thing.
Oh yeah,
and I think that's and see that's what I think that like what helps a little bit, even though the sound changed.
Yeah, I agree.
Still his his message is the same shit. He's still talking about women. He's still talking about doing drugs and all of that shit that like what a Future would talk about, but in just a falsetto type shit.
He just evolved, which is fine. So now I'm saying he got two different sets of fans. He got the new pop fans, little white kids, or whatever. That's just like that sound, white girls. And then you got the day one fans that was just like, bro, this shit is hard. This shit sounds spicy.
Yeah.
And then you get hit with After Hours, bro. A complete rebrand that just sets him apart from everybody, because the people he came in the game with ain't making music no fucking more. It ain't no more Frankie O. Brianna's fucking done. Bryson Tiller is out of here. Niggas like Brent Faiyaz ain't nobody yet. So it really ain't. Chris Brown, knock it off. Who?
Party Next Door.
Party Next Door is cooked. So now you start entering that, first of all, not only does a nigga make good music, now he's putting visuals, he's putting aesthetic, he's a real artist now.
Yeah.
And when I tell you, listen, man, when I hear repeat after me, come on, man, you don't love him, man. You don't love him in your eyes.
See,
I'm looking for this.
I like the deluxe of After Hours because of the songs.
That's what I'm saying. I thought this was. Here it is. My bad.
Or not even that one. You gotta go to like the one over. Oh yeah, the 18 song one. See, nothing compares.
Nothing compares.
Yeah, that shit. He went. Yeah, I mean that's a great album. That's
that's his best body of work.
And then I think the fact of him going into between that and Dawn FM grew on me, but that he started going into that 80s sound, which Tory Lanez trying to bite.
Which I already had elements on After Hours, so I was like, why are you doubling down on it?
But he went full double down on that Dawn FM.
With the radio and all that.
Yeah.
So to me, Weeknd, I was expecting a lot with this project because you just went down to Dawn FM didn't sell well.
Yeah.
the biggest song being Gasoline, a lot of people was thrown off because you did the weird voice rapping shit.
He did.
I love that song, personally.
I thought it was good.
I love that song. So with this rollout, first of all, you already did the Super Bowl, so you're already a megastar. You're doing some of the greatest videos and shit.
I mean, you done sold out fucking some of the biggest stadiums.
Yeah. So when I play this album, I'm looking for, okay, this is going to be the best of the best. I didn't get that. I didn't get it. I like Niagara Falls. I Can't Wait to get there. The rest of that shit just sounds like he went in there and said, hey, give me an old throwback Weeknd type beat. Hey, give me a pop Weeknd beat. Hey, give me a Brazil beat. And let me just freestyle. I didn't get no real thought into it. I didn't.
So
give me a Michael Jackson beat. Like, come on, bro.
Do you think that this is, let me pull this up. Do you think that this is better than Dawn FM?
Probably.
Because there's a few joints that I like on here. However, I think this was...
I think it's better than Dawn FM, but I like Dawn FM better.
Really?
That felt like he actually had a goal with that. I feel like Her Up Tomorrow was just a lot of different versions of them thrown together.
Yeah, I can see that. I like the pop songs or whatever. To me, it's just more of like that old Weeknd sound that I like.
Pop songs is heavy in the front.
Yeah, so that's why I like. So I like some of the more of the darker songs.
I agree.
And those darker songs to me are just better than what has been out, for a while. So I mean, I think that's where like that and the After Hours, I can go back and forth with that because of course I think the overall of After Hours probably is better because I think the pop songs carry that, which make us like, we're not the biggest pop fans, but we can respect and like appreciate what is that sound, and he like took it up there. And I think the pop songs on this just didn't level up to that same joint, even with the Dawn FM. So I think where the R&B kind of carried, I'm just using a better word, but the R&B part kind of carried him, and I think that it's too much pop on there for the R&B to be highlighted as much.
Yeah, that's fair.
So
I didn't need to hear The Weeknd. I didn't need Playboy Cardi. The Travis Scott feature actually wasn't bad on this album. I actually liked it.
That was the one time that within the last few Travis Scott's features that I wasn't too mad about because it didn't. The only thing that I heard was the voice part. I didn't hear the beat change, which he always does that little weird synthesizer beat shit, and I don't like that he does on everybody else's song. So I was okay with that. I like the Future joint. But I'm more so, I'm not mad at Future being on it because I like the song outside of Future.
Yeah.
But Future just kind of, he didn't ruin it. He didn't do anything. He just kind of, so if the song was already at 8, then it just stayed at an 8 with Future. And to me, like I can agree with you with Future just need to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
And just stay wherever the fuck he's at.
Yeah. So, as far as like how good it was, I think it's a really good album. But as far as how much I like it, it's a 7 out of 10 for me. I mean, I can go without listening to it. I like 2 songs that I really like a lot, which is Niagara Falls is crazy to me.
Niagara Falls is great, yeah.
I can't wait to get there. It's just phenomenal.
Baptized in Fear is my shit.
It's like a Kanye produced song.
Yeah, it definitely does. It definitely does. Yeah. I actually would love, that would be, if I was to hear Kanye again, I would actually rather that be a project where he's kind of doing the sampling and that soul foodness, and I'll hear The Weeknd on it.
I think that would be a super classic project.
Yeah,
I mean, even him going to Hurricane with The Weeknd.
Yeah, was crazy.
I think that would take him to a level that I'm looking for from him at this point in his career. Because right now, I feel like he's just regurgitating. But like you said, that was supposed to be the last chapter. Let's see what Abel do.
So yeah, you never know. So I can see him coming out and just trying to again. We didn't see that 80s shit from him before. That style. So stylistically, he has evolved. But he made it all into one. So it's like we'll see what if he comes out with another. As Abel, what's your next stop? And I mean, you can tell that he's a superstar. He's coming out with a fucking movie.
Yeah, I don't think there's no decline in him for sure. He's definitely still rolling.
Yeah.
I just think that was necessary. Like you said, he put a lot of songs in there. He wanted to get that shit out. Cool.
Yeah, it's 22 songs.
Let's start fresh. But yeah, he's a different level. I was just trying to make the argument he was the biggest artist in the world, but he fell flat. But he's still top 3.
He's
still top 3.
Who else is there?
You got T Swift.
Mm-hmm. She gonna sell regardless at this point.
You got T Swift, you got Bad Bunny.
Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah.
You got Bad Bunny, and then you can throw Beyonce.
Beyonce in there. Yeah.
It would have been Drake prior to this beef, but yeah.
Very true. Okay.
But yeah, he do got a movie coming out. He had a show that got canceled already. That trash ass shit.
I actually like that show.
The show was not good.
I actually like that shit.
Yeah, I mean, you could like it, don't make it good.
No, it was actually. It was actually pretty good.
No, you liked it.
No, it was pretty
It
good.
got canceled.
What that mean?
Before the season.
He was exposing the industry shit.
It wasn't nothing good going. No, he was exposing the shit he be doing. Yes, nigga with a ponytail, man. Nigga, knock it off, nigga. Had the little bisexual black dude. I don't know what the fuck they was in there doing.
They were doing some wild. Yeah, some of that shit was a little like. I wasn't looking for that.
Exactly.
It was.
You're done, Weeknd, man. This movie better not be no trash, but you got some A-listers in that motherfucker too.
You do. You
Nut
do.
ass.
I do. I mean, if it's anything like The Idol.
Which I could definitely see it being like that.
Just because
they just keep giving him budgets for bullshit. Silly ass nigga.
I mean, let that man do what he does.
Hey, yeah, he go. I ain't true.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, true.
The Grammys. But oh no, just because we about to, I know we can talk about the Super Bowl, but we can talk about how your man ran a play on the Grammys.
Who?
Kendrick
Ran a play?
ran the play. He was the play.
He deserved it, man.
TDE was the play.
He deserved it.
You see what Dochi did?
Sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Record of the year, song of the year, video of the year. What else do you want, man?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he earned it, right? It was the biggest moment.
He did.
That
Absolutely.
was the song.
I absolutely agree.
That changed the entire industry.
I agree.
So what we thinking? What we doing?
Oh no, he deserved it. Absolutely.
Okay, cool. So we
Yeah,
got
you
to
know
say
what I'm
about
saying?
that.
Shout out to Dochi as well for winning.
Rap album of the year.
Yeah.
Shout out to her. I mean, I gotta re-listen to the album because I don't know if it was that damn good, but a lot of people said it was.
It was good. I liked it, but I mean, it's another thing that I gotta. It's not one of those that it's back to back to back playing.
No,
it's like I play it here, then down the line, I listen to it again.
Because the hits on the album that Denial's River, I do not like that song.
I don't know if there was a hit for real on there. Nissan Altima was cool.
Nissan Altima was kind of hard.
Yeah,
but it wasn't a hit.
But yeah, let's talk about this fucking Super Bowl, man.
Yeah,
talk about it, man. Yo, go ahead, man. That's your man.
Chiefs Eagles.
First of all, the fucking game.
Oh, nobody even cares about what happened. The game was so horrible, bro.
Yeah,
that was the worst Super Bowl. Well, one of the worst Super Bowls.
Yeah.
Some shit's really trash.
They do. I agree.
It's a waste of time. Nobody gave a fuck, man. The game was over after like the first quarter, but it wasn't even close.
Yeah.
It was holding out hope. Oh, y'all know we seen this shit with Tom Brady before it come back. Pat looked awful.
Yo,
the defense was crazy.
Like I told somebody,
defense was crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy. His team had been mediocre the whole season long, and he just happened to be close enough that he could pull it out and win the game. But
niggas be thinking it's like LeBron. Niggas be thinking because LeBron he's supposed to beat the fucking Avengers. He's good.
Yeah.
The team stinks.
Rest of the niggas trash. Travis Kelce has been horrible all year long. You thought he was just gonna show up? No, nigga. Sometimes the Greg's gonna pop out and show niggas.
Shit don't work like that, man. Eagles whooped their ass, mopped him up.
Yeah,
whatever.
Had no chance.
The long anticipated the halftime show, which had very little promotion, by the way.
Yeah, the promotion actually went down a lot.
Kendrick Lamar, fresh off winning 5 Grammys last week, tied the record for most Grammys taken home by a rapper. Where do we want to start? We got special guests.
We did have special guests.
Special guests, multiple.
Yeah.
We had a track list that supposedly leaked prior to.
That niggas was like, that can't be.
Impossible for that to be. He did an interview, so let's start there. He did an interview with Ebro and the Desco
for Apple.
And they asked him what to expect from the show. And he said storytelling was his answer. And that he's really living in the present and wants to live in the now. So that
he did.
Yeah, correct. So that should have gave a little sneak peek into his mind into where he was at. He just released an album, GNX, that sounded nothing like anything he's ever done.
I agree.
Very West Coast, very aggressive, very direct, and that's the mode he was in. So that is what we should expect from the Super Bowl. Now, the history of the Super Bowl says everything he said is some bullshit. because nobody gets picked for the Super Bowl and does not do their classic catalog. Nobody that has ever performed does not have a classic catalog to pull from.
Right.
It's only people that have been in the game 10 years plus and are superstars for those 10 years plus.
Right.
Right?
Absolutely.
So, All Right was expected.
Mm-hmm.
Humble, DNA, Money Trees, Mad City.
Mad City, yep.
What else we want to go?
Did Loyalty.
Loyalty.
Mm-hmm.
What else we was thinking?
I mean,
swimming pools.
Swimming pools, yeah, that's another one.
Don't Kill My Vibe.
That's the next one I was gonna say.
Yeah, shit like that. I mean, there's a bunch of hits on. Damn, I want to say. What else we got, man? Let me just run through this real quick.
Which one go through? Damn.
Yeah.
Which I mean, he touched 2 songs from Damn.
He did.
He did Humble and DNA.
Humble, Loyalty, right? DNA, Love.
You know what I'm saying? He could have did Element. That was another.
Element is a big one.
Yeah. So I mean, I just think that what'd you think of the set
Like
list?
That would have been a good one. Oh, I love the set list. I thought it was amazing. All right, so cool. Let's get to it. So, the actual performance itself, right? Kendrick Lamar first surprise was that he actually had a narrator, which we've never seen before.
Right.
He had Samuel L. Jackson dressed up as Uncle Sam, full costume, even introduced himself, said, "I am Uncle Sam." And he's telling the story.
Which he's good at doing.
Amazing.
Fantastic at doing.
A lot of people don't understand the importance of that because a lot of people are thrown off with that's not how Super Bowls work. We expecting you to goddamn
Just do your fucking hits.
get the fucking theatrics and start doing hits, nigga, with a band or some shit. Yeah. Uncle Sam comes out and say, "Hey Kendrick, what's up? Do you know how to play the game? Let's get to it." Right. Kendrick starts off, and this is ridiculous.
He starts off with the fucking snippet.
With an unreleased song that to this day is still not out.
Kendrick dropped that shit. That shit hard.
That shit was amazing. Not only that, he's standing on the car, the GNX, which is a vehicle that was named for the album. So he's telling you, this is what is going to be expected.
Right.
I'm going to rap over this black GNX. Mm-hmm. He has no backtrack vocals.
At all.
And he's rapping fast as shit.
He was saying a lot of fucking words.
Like a motherfucker.
He's saying a lot of fucking words.
He's killing it, but you can't really hear him because the shit, first of all, the volume's not up.
He didn't turn his mic. They didn't turn his mic up enough.
Turn his mic up. And he was doing it with no backtrack vocals.
That's a real artist.
Okay, cool. That's interesting. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I was like, oh, that shit turned up though. Because we know the snippet. Anybody that's a fan, we know the snippet. But one thing I was thinking the whole time was like, I'm not expecting this because nobody knows this song.
Nobody knows it. Nobody
knows this fucking song.
And not only that, this nigga had the fucking clown cars at GNX. Nigga had the funny niggas come out that shit though.
Matter of fact, can you pull up the set list he had?
You sure
so I
will.
can run through this motherfucker real quick.
But this nigga had the clown car, dog. I mean, I've never seen so many people come out. Let's see. The set list. Oh, here we go.
I know he has Scar, so yeah, he does that.
So yeah, he does. It's Bodies was the first song.
They called it Bodies. I don't know the fucking name of that shit.
Nobody knows what the fuck that shit is. And then
comes out rapping hard as shit. Mm-hmm. You get stopped, you get some effects, boom, wow, oh shit, it's really about to turn up now. That was just the intro. It's time for us to squabble up.
Right.
I said, oh shit, he turned up. This was a banger. Mm-hmm. Everybody was anticipating the shot, the Not Like Us video. He started going crazy.
Right.
Squabble up. He's still doing no backtrack vocals.
Correct. So
I'm still thrown off. So I'm like, it's not having the same impact or energy because you have to depend on him.
Yeah, on your voice only.
To carry it.
And your microphone was not up.
So my initial thought was like, damn, like I'm a little underwhelmed because you're doing a lot of heavy lifting right now. Like the Super Bowl, they usually give you everything you want. Okay, cool. I fuck with the song. They turned up, they dancing, doing some moves and shit. I love how they doing, getting in formation, fucking red and blue. Shit hard. What's next?
Well, then that's when Samuel Jackson.
Samuel steps in and said, "No, nigga, you too loud. You too ghetto. Knock it the fuck off."
And then he steps.
Say what? Nigga, fuck you. Goes back and then he does what?
Humble.
He goes in the humble. Turn that bitch up. They get in formation. They get flagged now. Mm-hmm. They doing all type of bounce and shit. Okay. Okay, cool. Now he doing this. Here's what we got next.
DNA.
Got DNA. Cooking. I got fire.
You're right.
Then what we got?
The next one is, I don't know if I expected it or not, but the beat is hard. So, I mean, it was great. Euphoria.
Now, this is when I started to get excited. I'm not the biggest fan of Humble or DNA.
I'm not either. I don't like the production on both of them.
Right. I don't like, I mean, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? I don't really love the songs. But this is the type of shit I'm expecting for the Super Bowl. So I'm like, okay, this is dope. Now you cooking.
You say that? Niggas forget that. I think it was either Humble or DNA went double diamond. I think Humble.
Oh, yeah, it's one of the biggest.
Yeah, that shit's
It's his biggest song, yeah.
Yeah. So
then we get Euphoria. Now, this is when I started really like, oh, I'm in shock. Because who the fuck is expecting him to play the diss song that got, first of all, the best diss song. To me, the greatest rap performance that I probably have seen in the last like 10 years. I don't think anybody can point to a song where they have been rapping better than that.
On Euphoria?
Yes.
Yeah, I will have to go back, but Euphoria was fantastic.
Yes,
and to me that was the best diss song out of all of them.
And I can make an argument that for the purpose of what it was, for the time, moment, and the delivery, that is a top like 50 rap song ever.
Okay, I see what you're saying. When you put all of that in perspective.
All time, that performance was ridiculous. So he comes out, he only does a turned up part of Euphoria.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Yeah, I'm out the way, I'm low. Okay, yeah, the I'll right here's remote. Okay, got a bitch, man. Listen, man, cooking. He's fucking up a little bit, you know what I'm saying?
He was, but I mean, it's a lot of fucking words.
It's a lot of his dance, he's running across the field and shit. Okay, what we got?
Then he did the man at the garden part.
He did the man at the garden. And he did that shit so dope, like a cypher, they under the light rapping. He's got the gold teeth. And he's fucking up with that too, because I'm not sure if he's rapping the lyrics fully, because he was adjusting shit in real time.
Yeah, adjust it. And after listening back to it, he wasn't rapping the exact words.
Yeah, he was doing like something like adding new shit.
Yeah, adding new shit and then adjusting for cursing.
So I'm like, okay, cool. So at this point, I'm like, all right. Like, it's a little, I mean, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? I like it, but
yeah.
I mean, I was expecting a little more.
It was like hand.
So then Samuel comes in. He says some shit like, Kendrick, no, you ain't fucking listen to Duck One Life, because the theme is a game, a video game. So I'm like, okay.
And he does Peekaboo.
Ooh.
So watching Peekaboo, I don't know what it would have looked like on fucking from being in the stands, but watching that shit on TV, the camera spinning around and he popping up, and that shit was great. That shit was fantastic.
Shit was amazing.
For Super Bowl, I don't know if you do Peekaboo, but I'm okay with, he had a whole story behind it, so cool, and for what it looked like, but Peekaboo is just like, because the song to me is just like, cool. I'm not mad at it, but it ain't like...
It's not my favorite song. I would have rather hate now, to be honest with
you. Yeah, I do too.
But I liked it for the visual aspect.
Yeah, I agree too.
Because nigga popped up.
Yeah.
I just put the book, mentioned this song. And he didn't even rap his verse, he rapped AZ track verse.
He did.
On that. So then what we got next?
Then he showed that 80 pointers in his chain.
He did show that 80 pointers.
That shit is so.
He did show that 80 pointers in his
chain. Yeah. Then, that's when he gets into the, he brings SZA out.
So this is when.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're right. This is when he does his little, grin shit. He was like, I want to play their favorite song. But they like to sue. And he starts doing these elements of Not Like Us.
He did it a few times.
He said, you know what? I'm going to think about it. And he goes into, let me play something for the ladies. And he does the hardest transition in the Luther I've ever fucking seen in my life. And this is when real greatness in this shit comes out. This is real time. I'm not even thinking about like the holistically. I'm saying like, oh, now this is what I'm looking for the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
The way he did that transition, the vocals was amazing.
It was.
He's doing his rap singing shit. Then you introduce SZA to all red like fucking lollipop on the goddamn stage.
She looked great.
She looked amazing with the
new
nose,
microphone was on.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay. Shout out to SZA with the vocals, man.
Mm-hmm.
They start doing the hardest song we've ever heard in hip hop history, but that fucking Luther is still to this day phenomenal. That fucking vocals on Luther sounded like he was in the stadium. That shit sounded amazing. Like that shit sounded phenomenal.
Listen to Luther real quick.
Listen, that sample, I don't know who did that beat, but that sample is so perfect. You cannot ask for a better sound. They do their shit. Then they go into their All the Stars shit.
Which makes sense.
Perfect. I don't like All the Stars. I don't like the song, but I understand that's a perfect balance right there.
Mm-hmm.
Especially going from current day hit to past day hit. And both of these are all timers. Beautiful. And then we go into the last section. Samuel comes in and said, that's what the fuck I'm talking about, Kendrick. That's what the people came to hear. It's nice, it's safe, it's pop. White people can accept it. People love you. Be that. Be Drake. You know what the fuck he do? He said, dun, 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 dun. He said, Samuel said, hold on. chill.
Did it again.
Kendrick coming at motherfucker. And this when everybody in the goddamn spot lose it. He playing them goddamn horns in the back of that bitch, and he don't just come in immediately. He start introing this shit. What did he say? He said, you can fake the numbers, but you can't fake influence or some shit like that. Whatever he was saying, then he said, I'm tripping, I'm sliding, I'm riding. Then niggas
get back to that shit.
Niggas start doing two-step in the fucking bell bottoms.
Yo, first, the bell bottoms is crazy, no? The bell bottoms is crazy.
He's cooking though.
But he did.
I'm talking about the hardest transition into the song everybody wanted to hear that whole time.
The entire time niggas was waiting for it, not like us to come on.
He started
the whole
rapping
crib
that shit. He's switching the shit in real time. It's mustard on the beat, bro.
I never want to hear bro.
I never want to hear bro from Kendrick. He's cooking. He gets to this. Oh my god, to say Drake looking in the camera with the evil grin. Oh my god, I'm like,
I heard you like him young.
Going crazy. So now it's not just about the song, it's about we reliving the first time we heard this shit and how disrespectful, aggressive it was to Drake in real time. It's like he dropped it all over fucking again.
That's what it felt like again.
Literally.
Where I was at, that's what it felt like in the house.
Right.
The way everybody singing word for word.
Turned up. I'm like, wow, he really went there. We get to the A minor. That goes without saying, man. Little did I know that was people's favorite part of the song. Everybody singing A minor.
Yeah. I mean, but we heard them sing A minor at the Grammys.
We did. That's off the heels of the whole room shaking off of A minor. The whole goddamn state, 70,000 people saying A minor. But then, I'm thinking like, wow, you can't get no better than this. But then,
Mustard!
The nigga screams mustard out of nowhere, and DJ Mustard pops out the fucking blue.
Yeah.
First of all, why didn't you see where that nigga come from? Oh my god.
This nigga was just there. Well, let's rewind it back. Don't Not Like Us. He brought out his second guest.
Oh, see? I forgot about that. Mrs. Williams.
He brought out Serena Williams.
Whose name is still Williams even after marriage.
That shit don't change. Serena Williams,
she's out there crip walking in all blue.
But remember when he said at one point, he said this is bigger than the music. He said that during his set list.
Bigger than the music. Yeah. That's what he said, man.
She crip walking all blue, and everybody took it as the first thing that I remember people saying, like, oh man, this married woman still worried about da da da. Let's not, if we're gonna rewind it back, let's talk about the facts. Drake done shot at her husband. Like, she not a rapper. She ain't talking about you. Serena Williams don't even do interviews.
Correct.
So you out here just shooting at her. Nah. Ask Kendrick, let me go ahead and step up. But not only that, I don't even think it was about that. Forgot Serena did that crip walk.
Back in the day, yep. This shit, listen, man.
Like, he said it was bigger than music.
At that point, when I saw Serena, I couldn't even process what was happening in real time. Because I'm like, how is Kendrick having a moment so big right now that he can get the greatest woman athlete of all time as an asset? A 3-second cameo.
3 seconds. It was quick. Just put the camera on her.
Bruh, I don't know what the fee was to book Serena for anything. And I'm not saying he paid for that. I'm saying you can't get within 30 yards of Serena.
I don't even know she lives in America.
I don't know what the fuck she got going on, but Serena Williams crip walking during the Super Bowl during your hit song that you just won 5 Grammys for. That's a top 10 hip hop moment of all time.
I completely agree.
You cannot get no bigger than that. I'm sorry, man.
Fuck that. The hip hop moment is, before that, is the fact that you're able to do this. Not only you won 5 Grammys for a diss song, calling this man a pedo. What they say, a PDF.
Yeah.
And not only that, you did. Then you go on the Super Bowl saying, "Hey, I'm hinting towards it, but they like to sue." And then not only that, I say fuck it, and I do the song, and have everyone in the building sing my song, calling him a PDF, and say A minor. That's huge. On top of you have the greatest woman athlete to come in here and do that. Just like you said, a 3-second 30, whatever however long she was up there. Because if you was there, ain't no telling how long she was up there for. But the fact that we see that on TV and you're able to get away with that, now don't get me wrong, I ain't no telling what his repercussions might be. But
it don't matter. That's what makes it even greater.
To me, I feel like he said fuck the repercussions. Nigga,
whatever the fuck happens, yeah.
I mean that chain to take care of all the repercussions.
And we talking about people got to remember this song just didn't come out 2-3 months ago. That shit came out last May. Mm-hmm. You talking about a hit song that has lasted like the throwback years, nigga. When a hit song, one hit wonders used to have 5-year careers on shit. We talking about a song that was so big, niggas was excited a year later to hear it performed. Mm-hmm. The tour ain't even happened.
Still.
You know how many more months? Listen, man. Mustard came out that bitch. They turned up. This nigga is going crazy, and he actually raps the hard verse on the fucking song.
Literally.
Oh my god, bro. So this is a real time reaction. So I'm in that motherfucker excited. I'm like, oh no, that shit was crazy. Everybody hype, everybody talking about it. Social media, everybody posting their posts. I gather my thoughts. I'm like, wow, I don't know what to think. I don't know if it was like I wanted more or that's all I needed. That's really all I wanted to see from the show because that was crazy. I go back and watch the shit. What I realized, I missed the most beautiful fucking setup of all time. This nigga has
PlayStation controller,
performance art. I'm talking about, like you said, the lights. This shit says the game, the PlayStation thing, the fucking warning wrong way, the game over at the end, to turn the TV off with this. Like, this nigga went crazy to me, and it's just my opinion.
Right.
It only showed that we are literally in real time dealing with, if not the greatest rapper of all time, a top 3 to 5 rapper in the history of music.
Okay. What are you basing it off of? Just so, because like
I'm basing it off this to answer your question.
Okay.
He's the first of his kind when it comes to being the first solo rapper to headline the Super Bowl, right?
You're right actually. Okay.
This is based off the heels of something that he did in a rap beef.
Absolutely.
We didn't seen 1,000 beefs.
We did.
We never seen nothing get this big. The way he won the beef was bars. It wasn't no videos. It wasn't no interviews. It wasn't no exposing, no paperwork. He rapped better than the nigga and he made better music.
Yeah.
What rap beef has resulted in just that? The greatest hip hop song, rap beef songs of all time was Nas' Ether when he was calling Jay-Z a Tabo ho. Correct? Correct? I'm just saying. It was fucking Tupac hit him up when the whole thing was that he slept with Biggie's wife. I fucked your bitch. Mm-hmm. You got Ice Cube, NWA, and that's because he was beefing with his old group that made him a superstar. Mm-hmm. And you got what, Jay-Z Takeover? Mm-hmm. When he was responding to getting his ass whooped, or which one was the response? Was it Takeover or was it Ether?
They came right. I think Takeover came out first.
Takeover came out first. Yeah. Okay.
Because Jay-Z responded with Super Ugly.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So you got you talking about the biggest hip hop moments to this day.
I think Tupac the only one that has the video for Hit 'Em Up, right?
That's true.
Yeah, I think that's so. I mean, if you're talking about videos, nobody did that.
Well, I think Ice Cube might have.
Did No Vaseline?
I'm not sure though.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
I might be wrong about that. But yeah, I think you talking about at this point, number one, that was my favorite halftime show I've ever seen, simply because the moment I was there when, you know what I'm saying, niggas did the Maroon 5s, the Rihannas, and the Ushers and all that. I had all the anticipation in the world. It didn't have no lasting storylines. Rihanna was pregnant.
Right.
Once the Super Bowl halftime show was over, that's all we cared about is her having a baby. She's never doing music again. So what are we talking about?
Correct. Yeah.
Usher did exactly what he's been doing in Vegas for the last 2 years.
And that we've been watching on him skate all around. Yeah.
The Weeknd, we gonna speak on that because niggas hate the Weeknd's halftime performance.
That was during COVID though. He had to run through a fucking maze.
It was.
So that was different.
Beyonce, there's a J-Lo, Shakira, they did their thing, whatever. I don't give a fuck about that pop shit. I'm talking about
Beyonce's was actually alright though.
Beyonce. I'm saying she's a great performer.
Yeah, well, I'm talking not even. I'm talking about her Super Bowl. You know, some years ago when she did the little
I'm
formation
saying
shit.
it's very few Super Bowls that have a lasting impact.
Right, I got you.
This is one of those.
Yeah.
This is a performance that was just him rapping.
Yeah, he tripled down by stepping on that nigga while he down. And I'm okay with that, actually. I believe in that.
Now, if I want to stand firm, he's got to give me one more classic album.
Okay.
He will be stamped as the greatest rapper of all time, in my opinion.
He just gives you one more classic album?
One more classic, because he got, I think, 5 albums, official albums out now.
Okay.
He's got to give me one more classic.
If you're no bias, how many classic albums do you say he has?
Good Kid, Mad City.
I agree.
To Pimp a Butterfly. Damn.
Okay.
You got 3.
I'd say 2.
Got 3.
My personal thought is he has 2. But I mean,
it's too early for GNX, but this got potential to be a class album too, based off its impact.
True, but I gotta see what the rest of what everything else does, because I mean he has the Luther, of course, you know what that is. That looks like gonna be a certified classic song right there.
He's got 2. He got
and then TV off.
He got 2 in Impossible, cause Squabble Up.
I think TV off is a little bit bigger, but I think TV off only has the second half.
That's part of the song.
Yeah, so. And then Squabble Up, I feel like it's not enough of the song.
Okay.
But I mean, I'm not disagreeing because I like them all. I like the album besides fucking Peekaboo ain't really my favorite.
I mean, niggas ain't got a bunch of classics. Kanye got the most classics. I mean, it ain't like we gonna run through anybody's catalog.
Kanye got like 5, 6.
He got a bunch of So
yeah,
it ain't like we just gonna run through that. I'm just saying, because I mean, what are we gonna talk about? Wu-Tang, who's arguably the greatest group. How many they got? 1.
1 Impossible.
Exactly. Outkast got maybe 2 or 3.
Yeah. Then what? Jay got 4. Yeah. Jay got 4, maybe 5, depending on.
Yeah, got no 5.
Yeah, you do.
Alright.
Yeah, you do. But I mean, I know.
Nas got 2, some shit like that.
Yeah. Kanye got like about 6.
I think Pac got 2 or 3. 2 and Impossible.
2
maybe.
Impossible.
So yeah, you don't really.
Big only really got 1. I mean, Big got 2.
I mean, I think Life After Death is the one, but
then
what was
the first one was Ready to Die.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was.
It's his introduction. That shit was flopping at first.
Nah, that shit was fire though.
It was flopping at first.
That shit was fire.
You know what I'm saying, what's the nigga named Craig Mack? What's the nigga?
But yeah, so I mean, I can't. Yeah, I can see that. I can see him being top 5 without a doubt. Like I don't think you can put a hesitation on him being top 5.
He's above Biggie.
I can't say that right
He
now.
has to be above Biggie.
I can't.
Too much. He's done too much. Biggie ain't done close to enough.
His impact is still felt to this day.
He ain't impacting like Kendrick right now.
Is he above Pac?
No. Tupac got too much impact. I mean, arguably, it's never gonna be nobody better than that because that impact was. I mean, who else has an impact as big as Tupac?
I mean, Biggie and Jay-Z.
Tupac is like 10 times more popular than Biggie, though.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, that's it. I think he was outside the.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think it's outside the rap at that point.
That's my point. That's what I'm saying. That impact overall is you're talking about a different level. That's why you gotta put Kanye very high too, because his impact.
His impact overall
is ridiculous. So Jay-Z's only that high because his impact overall. It's not just music.
Niggas
started calling him the GOAT after he got a bunch of money. He's for real. Niggas was saying Biggie better than that niggas like 4 albums in. Still.
Facts. I see.
Yeah, he's top 5. I mean, you got Pac, you got Jay.
When you look at that, right? Where does Wayne fall on that list?
He got a lot of impact.
That's all I'm going to say. He has a lot of impact, but I don't think he has enough. He has a lot of music. But I don't know. Wayne has maybe 2 classic albums. People say 3 because the first 3 Carters. I've heard people say that the first 3 Carters are that, but outside of a definite the Carter 3 and then a definite I could say the Carter 2, but that depends on who you're talking to. But I think his impact was felt immensely throughout today.
Classic mixtapes too, so. I mean, it's the same reason niggas throw 50 in that conversation because it's mixtapes.
Because it's mixtapes, yeah.
So, yeah, Wayne is the top 10 rapper to me.
Okay.
Yeah, because feature wise, his impact is up there. But Kendrick is above Wayne.
Kendrick above Drake?
Yeah. Yeah, Drake is more pop than rap.
You wouldn't put. Oh, nah, never mind. Because Kanye's first 4 albums was rap. Okay. Yeah, I can see that. I mean, hey, listen. I like Kendrick. Fan of Kendrick. So do you think that he could have told? Because we understood what the story was, but do you think he could have told the same story, adding different songs in, like maybe Not Peekaboo and having All Right or Don't Kill My Vibe or Mad City?
Yeah, I think he could. I think he could have. I appreciate it for the fact that he I feel like this could be the beginning of how Super Bowl shows start to look in general. Like it was an evolutionary attempt. Yeah. Whether that
like bugging the system type thing.
Yeah, whether that holds true, we'll see. But like you use that as a way to promote the current version of you and what you're gonna do forward. Mm-hmm. Promote your tour.
Right.
Promote your last album you just released. You talking about some different shit. You talking about some absolute
and I'm still shit. Promoting my fucking diss song, nigga. Fuck you.
Like y'all booked me for the Super Bowl because y'all think I'm finna do all my classics. No, the fuck I'm not, nigga. I'm doing what I want to do. I want to promote real rap. Mm-hmm. I don't want to make you niggas comfortable. What's the first line in the fucking first song of Whacked Out Murals? Keep your head down, nigga. Work like I do, and understand everybody ain't gonna like you, nigga.
Respect.
Know you a guy even when they say you ain't. Man, that's the whole point of the show. I feel like that whole song Whacked Out Mirrors is about I'm being praised and I'm a legend and I'm loved, but everybody know this shit. I mean, shit is finicky, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just keep doing what you're doing. Stay true to yourself.
Let me see if I can pull that tweet. But did you see what Jermaine Dupri said? Which at first I didn't get it until I reread it a few times. And Jermaine Dupri pretty much said, like, you know what? I'm glad y'all didn't like. I'm glad I'm seeing everybody not liking the Super Bowl because y'all never really liked the real rap shit. Let's get back to the rap.
Yeah, facts, yeah.
So I had to see. It took me a few times to read it because I was like, damn, like you must be on Drake's side. But then I kind of realized what he was saying, and I was like, okay, this makes sense. He said, I'm happy as people saying they didn't like the halftime performance. Maybe we can get back to the separation of music and stop letting internet gumbo everything. Real rap shit ain't never been for y'all.
I was literally just talking about that shit earlier today. Co-workers talking about, I didn't like it. I like the old Kendrick and I want to hear King Kunta and all that. I'm like, listen, man.
King Kunta, I don't know.
First of all, I don't know nobody whose favorite Kendrick album is To Pimp a Butterfly. That's the first off. I don't want to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? And as much as we like to praise Kendrick for what he does, the most popular music is never going to be no To Pimp a Butterfly type shit. At all. To the point people want to listen to that all the time. Yeah. There's a small demographic that likes that.
Very small.
But
that's the niggas that still listen to MF Doom.
With that being said, Kendrick did make a clear message be stated. Everything ain't gonna be for everybody, bro. Mm-hmm. This is who I am. Y'all either gonna like it or not. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to please everybody, bro. I am a rapper. This is an art form. Don't disrespect this shit. And that's why he took that beef the way he did. I'm trying to rap and you talking about my personal family. I'm trying to do bars. You bringing in my wife and shit. Yeah. That's why I got taken there, nigga. I want to spar. You know what I'm saying? Just like J. Cole was doing it, he kept it straight. Music, he bowed out because he knew where the fuck it was going to go. Because one of them niggas going to get sensitive. But I completely agree with Jermaine Dupri. Let West Coast music be West Coast music. New Orleans be New Orleans. New York be New York. The South be the South. Stop having these New York niggas come up here talking about no cap. They stop stealing our shit.
Yo.
Stop, yeah.
Yo, you found a way to always want to diss New York. What's up with you?
Tell Cardi B and stay the fuck away from our down south people, right?
First of all, I want Cardi B to stay away from fucking music. I want her to stay the fuck away.
I'm just saying, I'm just keeping it real. I agree with her. Let Chicago be Chicago, bro. Everything ain't got to be a mix and match.
I agree.
Why does Roddy Ricch sound like Young Thug?
Please tell me.
Why everybody want to be fucking Young Thug?
Yeah. Well, then you want to say why does Young Thug want to be Wayne?
From the South too.
Right.
Yeah.
But New Orleans had their own sound.
But Lil Wayne and Young Thug don't sound alike either too. did at one point. He don't right now.
Okay,
Right now.
Now,
right, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Niggas don't, music don't sound nothing like each other.
We
you know who sounded like Thug, Future, and Lil Baby and all them? Niggas from the same city, right?
We ain't hear Roddy Ricch in a minute either.
I mean, he coming. You know what I'm saying? The West Coast still on the way.
No, that nigga's done.
Sitting and stop acting like Mustard was the only fucking West Coast when he was doing all them hits. That's West Coast sound, man.
He's been doing that shit for
Stop getting all these artists from other places and trying to put them on this West Coast shit. That shit don't go together, man. That's you and YG and Ty Dolla Signs, them, man.
Tell 2 Chainz to give us Alchemist back.
I agree, man. Let's keep our real shit, man. Let's get back to the core stuff. We not here to please everybody. That's why the Grammys got different categories, man.
They got too many categories.
The best country shit. I understand why the country niggas was mad at Beyonce. Is it the best country album? It wasn't even really a country album like that. It had country songs on that bitch.
It barely had country songs on
it.
But
she's still better than y'all bums. I'm just saying.
I don't know, man.
I get their point is my point.
I do. I just feel like you start blaming niggas like a Drake.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, yeah, everybody, you had I'm okay with the features. Some people like, that's what happens. They've done North, South, West, and North, all this features before. When you have a nigga like Drake just comes in and literally, he literally like, however you rap, I'm gonna rap just like you.
Exactly.
It's just that I'm more popular than you, so I'm gonna make it bigger.
Now people looking to me for that sound instead. Like, come on, bro.
You seen what happened with Migos and Versace?
Yeah.
Drake hopped on that remix. You seen what happened with Fetty Wap? Drake hopped on that remix. The McConaughey shit, that nigga ain't never do nothing since.
Black Boy, JV,
all them shits. Yeah, he done dropped on everybody's beat and said, all right, I'm gonna rap like yo.
Fucking, remember niggas doing Akbar, all that.
That shit, yeah.
Man, Middle Eastern shit. Like,
yeah, he did that shit. He doing a little London drill. Yeah.
Corny. Listen, man, let's get back to our essence, man. Lil Wayne don't even sound like you from New Orleans so fucking more, man.
He don't.
Whatever, man. I'm done with this shit.
I mean, hey, this is what I say, yo. Kendrick, diss that nigga again. Bring real rap beef back. If that nigga felt like he got shot, shoot that nigga. Okay, man. All right, man. Just don't kill him, man.
Like I said, man, top 5 personal favorite performance for me. Probably close to top 3. Kendrick is a top 5 rapper of all time officially. If he give me one more classic, he's fighting for number 1.
I think I'm top 5 greatest rappers too, but
it's freestyle.
No, not right now. We gonna
cool. To come back with a verse with 16 and this Kendrick and see what happens.
You think he gets? Maybe I diss 50. I feel like we get traction off of this 50.
Shit's bad. All right, we out, man.
Episode 58.
Till next time.